Hey guys, it's Dave here, and welcome to my first Town of Salem 2 video. So for those of you who know Town of Salem 2, you can skip ahead. I'm just going to do a brief rundown of this game. And for those of you who are new to this game, welcome. Today we'll be talking a bit about this game and what it's all about. So you're going to be at different roles. It's a social deduction game. And you can be one of the Coven, one of the Town. Those are the two main factions. Good and evil, essentially. Town being good. And then there's also neutral evil. Such as... Well, there's neutral evil and neutral killing. So some neutral evil are like the Jester. So their goal is to get Hun. Because every day there's a trial and we're trying to hang somebody who the town thinks is evil or who the evil people thinks is good. There's also neutral killing, like the serial killer, the arsonist, and today I will be the Berserker. So the Berserker is part of the Apoc faction, Apocalypse, and there's up to 4 Apocalypse members. So in this game we have three of us. So we are kind of taking on the Coven as the third majority, because we may in this mode it's all any, which means there can be any number of anything other than like the Coven and the Apoc. We can't have duplicates of roles, but there can be multiple sheriffs, multiple people in the town. So as the Berserker, I can't do anything the first night because I am a killing role. So the first night, I don't do anything. Then on full moon nights, I can kill, right? And once I kill on the full moon night, then I'm able to kill every night. And then eventually, if our team survives until the end, until there's barely any players left, I become War. And then I can deal unstoppable attacks, which means there is no defense from them, right? The Soul Collector on my team, he collects souls. So every night he will try to collect the soul of someone he thinks will die or someone that we kill, right? So if I kill somebody, he'll collect his soul. This night, he collected the soul of somebody who disconnected from the server. So obviously their soul is going to be collected. And he also passively collects a soul each night, which means one person who dies, he collects the soul of. So you can get up to 2 souls per night for a total of 7 souls, which means you have to survive 4 nights to get all of your souls. Unless, of course, you try to collect the soul of someone and they get Hun, right? Then it could take less time, but that's kind of rare. So with the Plague Bearer, you start with yourself and 2 others are infected with the plague. And then the first night you're trying to infect others. So I'm going to claim TS here, which means Town Support. There's TS, TP, TK, TPOW, right? Town Killing, Town Power, Town Support, Town Protection, Town Investigative, TI. As an evil, I usually claim TS. Oh no, they're voting against my guy for some reason. It's a little scary because we need the plague to spread. The plague bearer will become. I'm trying to remember. The plague bearer becomes something. Pestilence? I want to say pestilence. It doesn't say on here for some reason. But I believe he becomes pestilence, which means he spreads a disease to everyone. Once everybody has the plague. Oh no, we found him guilty. I didn't vote on that. But the plague can still spread. The only problem is if we're still alive, me and number 12 here, the Soul Collector, and everyone has the plague, the pestilence can still spread. So it's still valuable, right? And with the Soul Collector, we need him alive in order for him to become Death, right? I believe he becomes Death, yeah. So we need at least one of us to stay alive. But that wasn't ideal. There's a lot of stuff you can say in this chat. It's kind of funny. But I usually try to remain quiet because I don't want to, reveal too much about who I am when I'm evil, right? So who is claiming a sheriff? Number 5 is claiming to be a sheriff. So you want to get rid of him? Or number 15. Well, number 15 was our guy. Number 2, I think he's more of a threat because he's the investigator, right? I'm a little more scared about an investigator than a sheriff. Now, every night you also fake claim, or not every night, what am I talking about? You can fake claim, right? So if you're an evil role, you want to fake claim. That's why I said TS, right? Town support. There are different TS roles I could claim, right? Some town support. These are all town killing. Let's see. Town support. Socialite. So this is somebody who has a party with people each night. Not an important role. I could claim that. But I think I'll actually... Oh, I can also give a death note. This is another thing. If you're one of the killing roles, you can leave a death note. It's kind of pointless, but it could lead to some false leads for the town, Oh, they're thinking that I killed somebody. So now I have to false claim that I'm the pirates in order to get myself out of this. So what I'm going to do is say pirate. I have 29 seconds to write this will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is write landlubbers. The landlubbers are the people that the pirate is trying to get. So, you look in the graveyard. The people I need, the potion master. These are all fake claims. The pirate will have 3 people it needs to get. Berserker. And a psychic. Yeah, I think a psychic. Or, psychic. They're probably going to vote for me, so I'm going to say night 1 at who? At who is not sus, or not a landlubber. Oh, my screen is stuck. Oh, God. Okay. At 3, not LL. Night 2 at 5. Not LL. Oh, they're gonna vote for me. I have to post it now. So now I have to try to defend myself. It's gonna be too late. I'm probably gonna get guilted, I'm a little bit too sus. There's no way really out of that. Yeah. There's no way. But at least I tried. So, in this game, it takes a lot of concentration trying to keep up with what the chat is saying. That's why it's hard to make these kind of videos, because I'm focusing on the commentary and it's hard for me to type at the same time, and I'm not great at multitasking. But I will say this. This is a really fun game. I'd love to do more videos about this. So, my team could still win, actually. I'm dead. But we still have the Soul Collector. He could get all of his souls, and I could still win. But it kind of sucks when you're dead. You can't do much. And this mode is a little bit different, the all-any. So there's, multiple different roles, except, like I said, the Coven and the Apocalypse. But besides that, there could be multiple of any roles. So it's kind of a free-for-all. There's different things that go on with it, like all-any fools. There's these tokens you get, and I could go into a lot of stuff. But this is just an intro video, so I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you next time. Adios.